So let's go ahead and have Fredrick Womack, co-founder of MP360, father, business student at Austin Community College. Excuse me, he was actually my student while he was locked up, and it just really is very important to me to see him outside and speaking with you today. So please give him a welcome, and then we will play the song from Blackjack after that.
Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Yeah. All right. I'd like to thank everybody for being here today. I really can't tell you how excited and elated I am to see everybody standing together in solidarity. Some of us who've been directly affected by these issues, some of us maybe who haven't, but recognize that this is everybody's problem. This land of the free incarcerates more people than any country in the world, and our economy is built in part by a system that is unjust in every way, that cages not just the body but the mind, that stifles our hopes and our dreams, our creativity, dehumanizes us, and keeps us trapped in poverty, and tells us that it's our fault that we can't break out of that cycle. What's most important is that it robs us of our family, of our friends, and of our dignity. My name is Fredrick Douglas Womack. Not too long ago, I myself was incarcerated in this jail. I sat there thinking how it came to be that I was in that position. I was a good kid, a good student, from a good home, and through a series of unfortunate events and tough circumstances, I became just another number in the system. I was actually ashamed to become another cog in the wheel of the prison industrial complex. What I did not clearly understand yet was that I had played right into a system designed for me to fail. A system that wears many different masks, slavery, sharecropping, segregation, and its more recent iterations, deceptively called war on drugs and border security. I was caught in the machine of capitalism. Between the overlapping interests of the government that does not serve me and mine, and big business that values profit over people. A machine that eats up our communities and guarantees the conditions that are conducive to mass incarceration and recidivism and poverty. It was my second stint in jail in less than a year, and all the things that I had known somewhere inside of me kind of just clicked. This was no accident, this was a system. It was in that moment that I chose never to become the statistics that the court and the corrections almost convinced me that I was and that I would always be. I never again wanted to hear the clang of those metal doors behind me as I etched a tally on the peeling paint of a cold cell. Every day that I watched limitless potential remain untapped and brilliant minds wilt into a defeatist mentality, I knew that I had to do better for myself, for my son, for my community, with the understanding that those who have a stake in these issues, those of us who have been locked up, those who have loved ones behind bars, we have to lead that fight. Too many of us come home to the exact same circumstances that brought us there in the first place, and with even more challenges and less rights. Everything about reentry is challenging, and the burden of leading this movement, in addition to just making it day to day, seems insurmountable. But those closest to the challenge are also those closest to the solution, and we do not have a choice. Right now, the people who make the decisions are in some cases incentivized to perpetuate the system and keep it running exactly as it has. And sometimes even our best allies can't fully understand the different parts of this well-oiled machine, and even in the best intentions, may lack the awareness to push for the changes that we need the most. It has to be us. We have to do it together. with a real understanding of forces and systems at play, thinking creatively about the policies and the mechanisms and the strategies we can use to dismantle this system. While I was incarcerated, I had an incredible opportunity to pursue higher education, thanks in part to a professor who is here today, driving this movement, who helped organize this rally. I was already previously enrolled, but to have the chance to pursue my education while incarcerated, while looking around me, seeing young men lose hope and motivation with each passing day, it opened my mind to the possibilities afforded by education. Real educational opportunities that come before we're caught up in the web of incarceration and community supervision and nothing but bad choices, options, I'm sorry. It takes us educating ourselves on our terms, daring to challenge the status quo, becoming civically engaged, bridging divides, and having real open dialogue, and recognizing that there is a problem here that is bigger than me or the people that look like me. There's a problem with how this is set up, with this system that places a few people's pockets over the humanity and the possibilities of so many. I want to thank PAPS and Ms. Azura for allowing me to speak to you guys today. I appreciate you and your commitment to undoing this system and all the harm that it causes. Thank you guys.